We're used to seeing Manchester City win many trophies. You've won a trophy in every season you've been in City. Have you learnt things this season about the group, about your teammates, about your manager? Because it has been a different Manchester City than we've seen in recent times.
Well, I wouldn't say I've learned things, but definitely not taking things for granted was something that we thought about a lot in the last few months, and yeah, it had to happen one season because we've been at the highest level for so long. We still remember 2020. We had also a bad season when Liverpool won the Premier League. It was, since I arrived, it was the only year that we didn't win. It happened again. So in football you have ups and downs. We've had a lot more ups than downs, but hopefully we can work our way back to our standards, to the level that we used people to watch us. And yeah, we're not happy. It's been quite disappointing, quite frustrating, but we're gonna work our way around the situation.
Still lots to play for. If you come the end of the season, you're in those Champions League slots that are now 5 spaces, and you win an FA Cup. It's still not a bad season. I know it's not the standards that you've set recently, but it's still a lot to play for.
It's not good for us, no. As you said, our standards, we're not happy. Even if we qualify to the Champions League and we win the FA Cup, it wouldn't make it a good season, because our standards are much higher than that. Obviously you can lose the Premier League, but at least go fight for it. We didn't even fight for it, so we're not happy. You can lose the Champions League, but at least fight for it, and we didn't. So it's not about losing or winning in the last minute. It's about not performing, not even close to your level. So no matter what happens now, it will not make it a good season.
And touching on your opposition, Nottingham Forest, it defeats them not too long ago. They've got so many exciting forward players. They've been a solid team this year. What did you learn from that first fixture that you can take into this semi-final?
Well, it's a tricky team in terms of how deep they defend sometimes in a back five. It's not easy to go through those lines, and then the players, the individual quality that they have is really good. They can create with the quick players that they have up front. They can create chances out of nothing. So it's a very dangerous team that can put pressure on you on set pieces, but especially on counters. And similar to, I would say, in a way to Madrid, where if you sleep a little bit and you think you have the game control, they will in a transition, in a moment where you don't expect, they can kill you. And it happened this season there at their ground, and we have to make sure that we control the game in a perfect way, so we can be in the final again.
They've got great forward quality, and you've brought in forward quality in Omar Mamouche in January. How impressed by his start to life at Man City have you been? Because it's not easy moving to a new country, new league, and fitting in how he has.
Very impressed, especially with his work rate and the way that he gives himself to the team. He's not coming here just to show how good he is. If you see the way he works, it's really impressive, and that's what we want in our team. So we're very happy with Omar.
We have to talk about some recent news. Kevin De Bruyne, Premier League legend. I'm sure you've seen the conversations of the players. He's been ranked up there with all-time Premier League greats. How as a team did you respond to that news? I'm sure you knew for a bit longer than the rest of us, but a big loss to the league and the club.
We knew about the possibility, about the decision. I personally knew like 2 days before, so it wasn't that long.
Yeah.
It was tough. It was tough for us because, for me personally, it was 8 years together. For a lot of us, it was a long time with him, and so a little bit of the soul of this team is going. It's sad. It's sad for us. We wanted him to stay with us. We wanted him to keep going. It is what it is, and Kevin will definitely go. No disrespect to the others, but for me he's the best player in the history of the club, so the only thing that we can say to him is thank you and wish him all the best. All the best. We're sad he's going. We didn't want him to go. It is what it is.
And as someone who's seen the best midfielders in the world close in, you've seen him day in, day out. What makes him so special?
I think it's final third. Final third, he sees things that other players don't see, but especially he tries things that other players wouldn't dare to try, and you need those kind of special players that do things that no one expects. in your team if you want to go for the big trophies, and he was one of the main reasons why we achieved so much in the last 8 seasons mainly. Yeah.
And with a more experienced, let's say, player leaving, this year we've also seen so many good young players come through. Nico O'Reilly, James McAtee. Have you been surprised about the amount of young players have had an impact for you in this season?
Well, not surprised, because I'm training with them every day, so I know how good they are. I know how difficult it is sometimes to get into this squad. We've seen in the past, even with players like Morgan Hodges or Cole Palmer, it's not easy to get into this team. But they've been performing really well. Every time they play, and especially this season that the team didn't perform as well when they came on, they were really good for us. Hopefully, they can keep developing, keep working hard. But it's definitely players that we will hear a lot about in the future. Hopefully, at Man City.
One player you're going to be without for the semi-final, Erling Haaland. I'm sure as players you have to change your approach into how you go into a game if you're missing someone as important as Erling.
Well, with all the players, you check the ones that are on the pitch and you play with the quality of the players that you have. Obviously, Omar, not being exactly as Erling, it's a bit more similar than before we had Omar, because he's a guy that makes a lot of movements in behind, has a lot of presence as well inside the box. But yeah, we have to cope without Erling. It's a big miss for us, but we've coped in the past. Hopefully we can cope without him in this important game.
And looking ahead next season, you're currently your final year at Man City, but have there been talks already about next season and where this club will look to be, and will we see a Man City again competing, or do you players view it more of another chance to rebuild and close that gap on the Liverpool and Arsenal at the top of the table we've seen this year?
After a bad season, it's always easy to overthink. But I would say that rebuilding sometimes it's part of it, and it happened in the past when, for example, players like Vincent, like Yaya, like Fernandinho or David or Kun Agüero left, and it will have to happen with this next generation as well. Hopefully, the young guys can keep performing at the same level that we did in the past. For now, let's just say that I still think that we have a lot still to give. I would say that's my feeling. Maybe I'm wrong. Next season will tell.
And a big talking point, Club World Cup coming up. Is it something you're looking forward to? I know a lot of players are. Some people are for it. Some people are not for the extra amount of games it's going to be. But looking at the Club World Cup, is it something you guys are looking forward to playing in?
Well. I'm for it, because if you look at the competition, it's a beautiful competition. If you look at the teams that are going to be there, the format, it's nice. I like that. So I would say that we're very much looking forward to that specific competition. It's going to be a beautiful one with teams all around the world, and it's a nice cup that we have an opportunity to win. I think it's going to be played every 4 years, so you don't have the chance like the Premier League or the Champions League to win it every season. So we're going to give our all to win it. Gundo, the volume, mate. I'm doing an interview.
And just lastly, a question on your manager, because we've seen Pep Guardiola teams constantly winning everything, being at the top. Have you seen a different Pep this year? Have you been impressed by the fact that things haven't gone well and you still know that he's going to find the solutions to sort it out?
Well, I've seen a different side of almost all of us, because we're not used to the situation that we are in. And yeah, we trust in ourselves. We know that. I know that the expectations are very high every season for Man City to win. We won 6 in 8. It's still not very bad, I would say. We count a lot on ourselves to turn the situation around. The manager, the players, and all the staff. And I'm pretty sure we will be back next season.
Well, good luck. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.